Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Peter Barber. I am primarily a professional opera singer, music producer, and of course a bass vocalist. Excited to hear my boy Tim Faust once again on Home Free. I know it's amazing that I have not seen this. Home Free, Oh Holy Night, came out 6 years ago. I know it is a fan favorite of Home Free fans, especially around Christmas time, and I have not seen it. Pour one out for Pete not seeing it. But we're about to get down to business. We're about to break this down. Guys, this is a reaction and analysis video. That's why analysis is in the title, in all caps. So what's going to happen is I'm going to watch some, I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to talk about the vocal technique and the arrangement and all things musical artisticness related. Going to talk about it. So if you want to see the video straight through, head down to the description where I've included a link. Go watch it. Come back if you want to learn more about what's happening musically and vocally. Now, guys, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please leave a comment for the algorithm. Super important. And if I am enhancing your listening experience, if you are gaining appreciation and insight into the music you already love, and you're just loving it more, please consider joining my Patreon for as little as $1 a month, folks. Link is also in the description below. Without further ado, let's dive in. Home Free, Oh Holy Night.
Holy night.
We are in A major.
The stars are brightly shining.
Oh.
It is the night of our dear Savior's birth.
So for much of that introduction, we actually have what's called a drone happening. I recently highlighted what a drone is in the Pentatonics video I just made a video for, their version of Amazing Grace. My chains are gone. A drone is when you have a sustained pitch on the bottom. This is often a technique used in bagpipe performances, and that's what they were paying homage to in the Pentatonics version. The bagpipe rendition of Amazing Grace. Anyway, that's a very common instrument that uses this, I think, because of how the breathing and actual technique works for that instrument. Not at all an expert on bagpipes, but that's my understanding currently. Comment below if you know a lot about bagpipes. Super helpful. Anyway, this is a drone where you have this A2 sustained. It actually is probably an A3. It is an A2. And an A3. We have both in those octaves there.
The stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth.
And of course, Tim sounding buttery smooth on this solo. You like my sirens outside my window? It's a great perk of living in Center City. Oh, yeah. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is a night. So he's keeping it very breathy and very smooth, obviously not trying to put a lot of power behind it, which makes all the sense in the world, given where the atmosphere of this piece is starting. You want to start off mellow. You want to meet this song where it is. The arrangement is mellow. We got a nice drone happening. The background harmonies are just on ooh, which blend really nicely. So obviously Tim doesn't want to, outside of being the solo, he doesn't want to stick out of the context more than he has to by nature of being the soloist. If he was really leaning into his kind of bassy, resonant voice, it probably wouldn't work so well. It's very similar to how Matt started his solo in Pentatonics' version of Amazing Grace. So commentary I said there very much applies here as well, which is just that. Start it soft. Be within the atmosphere of the music, right? Don't try to steal the spotlight. Nice little long sliding up from that fry into his chest voice.
Long lay the world in sin and error pining till he appeared and the soul felt his worth.
So very similar background structure, still on ooze, still very even droning a bit, but a very simple chord progression. The piece has a very simple chord progression. But let's check out this little oh that Tim did.
Pining,
pining. That's a very country move right there from our man Tim. I didn't even know his ears were pierced. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, ears pierced. Let's go. Cool. Yeah, love that. I love it when artists make things their own. I've never heard someone solo do that in Oh Holy Night, so I respect that Tim went for it. Oh my God, look how young they look, though. 6 years ago. Oh, and this is before Chance. So this guy's name is Chris Rupp. Shot in the Dark. This is before I was really familiar with them as a group.
in sin and they were pining till he appeared, and the soul felt his worth. The thrill of hope, the weary world rejoiced.
Looking like a cherub. Look at Austin. He looks 19 years old at most. How old is he here? I'm sure he's much older than that, but good grief, between the lighting and the kind of brushing they must have done to his face, he looks so young. Okay, now the backgrounds have opened up to an oh, and they're on the 5 chord, I think. Back to the 1.
For yonder breaks a new
C and D. Suspended 4th there.
For yonder breaks a new and glory.
So was that part of something? What would it be? Yeah, I believe that was part of an E7 chord. A 5/7. A 5 dominant 7. Hello.
Glorious morn, fall on your knees.
Oh, I like the switch from A to U. It's like a pretty dramatic shift there between those two vowels.
Fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angel voice.
Sweet boy. It's a sweet summer child.
Oh, night divine.
Ooh. I like that. I like it in arrangements when you have a number of the parts holding kind of block-like chords, but then you have some movement like that. Nice. It adds a lot to it.
No. Night divine. No night.
Back to ooh. Okay.
When Christ was born.
Oh, there's I think a semitone dissonance.
When Christ was born.
Is that a... I think there's that happening in this A major. I think we have a B natural and a C sharp. Oh, I think. Let me see.
When Christ was born. Oh.
Yep, B and C sharp.
All night divine, all night.
Hoop, hoop. E4 from Tim and chest. Nice.
Divine, all night. All night divine.
Okay. So now we're getting text in the background voices for the first time. This whole time we've had mostly oohs, some ohs, and some ahs. And now for the first time we're actually getting the text from the piece. Oh, Holy Night.
All night divine. Holy night, holy night, holy, holy night, so night divine. Oh,
Oh, that's gorgeous section there. A lot of flowing lines here. Also, use of duple versus triple. Ba 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 ba. Oh, holy night. Very cool to have those all contextualized in kind of one unit and have it work well. Nice arrangement. Nice little kind of unexpected moving bass line from Tim there. Down to an E2.
The stars are brightly shining.
All right, Austin, what you got?
It is the night of our dear Savior's birth.
He sounds the same, but he looks so young in this context.
Our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining till he appeared and the soul felt its worth.
So something that Austin does so well and really has in spades is he has this wonderful, pure, efficient sound. He gets excellent vocal fold closure when he's singing. And I believe that stems directly from his musical theater background. Musical theater singers are trained, especially in their mid to upper range, to have really, really strong vocal fold closure, which means it's a very efficient use of the air. It's a bright sound. It's a twangy sound, not unlike country music. And it gives a brightness to the sound, and that's based on the tightness of the vocal folds, creating more partials, more higher harmonics in the spectral envelope of the soundscape. So you get a bright sound, you get a forward sound, you get a twang in the sound, and really speaking real country and putting it right there forward, like these gentlemen know how to do, is a great way to get that twang and to get that nice vocal fold closure. All right? See, I was born and raised in Virginia, so I got that there too, but it ain't baked in naturally. I got to put it on. Know what I mean? Anyway, Austin has that in spades. It's great to hear him sing, especially getting up into his upper register, because the sound is just so pure and so efficient.
He appeared and the soul felt its worth.
So felt its worth. Nice.
The thrill of hope.
Okay.
The weary world rejoices.
Marwan.
For yonder breaks a new and glorious morn.
So these are called bell tones. They're probably going in some kind of arpeggiation here. But these are called bell tones. The reason I said Marwan is because Marwan, in my view, is the king of bell tones and loves putting them in all his arrangements. These are called bell tones. So this is a very new foundation for the background voices. Soloist, aside from the switch from Tim to Austin, that's of course different. But now we have this, the structural foundation of the ensemble has now fundamentally changed because we've gone from sustained pitch, even using text or using vowels, either one, to bell tones, which is objectively non-sustained pitch.
Breaks a new and glorious.
Now they might be sustaining. Tim is obviously sustaining to hold that bass line, so he's going do 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 or something like that. But I bet, and maybe as they stack, they hold on. But some of the higher voices for sure are not sustaining pitch very long.
Under breaks a new and glorious morn.
Yeah. Ooh. Fall. Fall. Nice C sharp from Tim there. I like also how that cascade going down was not like fall, 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 fall. It was like fall, dun, dun. It was like pretty. Let's see. Let's see what it was. Yeah, it's like fall, 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 fall. Cool.
Glorious morn.
Nice. Hold up. Cool arrangement stuff.
On your knees, oh, hear the...
Oh, here. But so that we just got a major vibe from that ascension upwards. Do 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 do.
Oh, hear the...
Even though he's singing within, I think Austin's solo is within the relative minor of the piece. I think.
Angel voices.
Voices. A suspension there from a D sharp to C sharp.
Hear the angel voices. Oh, night divine. Oh, night when Christ was born.
Okay, bringing it back down to ooze, but a beautiful A flat 4 from Austin, of course, pure chest. Nice. Yeah, that's where his voice, that's like such money, just such a pure sound.
Oh, night.
Come on, baby.
Divine. Oh, night.
Yes.
Oh, night divine.
High B. A B. That's super high. Still pure chest voice. And he finishes it with a nice little riff down. Gotta respect that.
Divine. Oh, night.
Oh, night. Awesome.
Oh, night divine. Oh, night divine.
Hey.
Oh, night. Oh, night divine.
That was awesome. Really cool ending. First of all, they hit this huge chord together. Tenors blasting high notes.
Oh, night divine.
So I think is everyone up on A flat and higher, G sharp and higher?
Oh, night divine.
Yeah, there's no one lower than A flat 4. Then a suspension on the 4th. On that A. The 4th of the 5 chord.
Oh, night. Oh, night divine.
Gorge.
Hey y'all, thanks so much for
Amazing that he doesn't look as young here. So I think it was part of that kind of like angelic lighting they had going on that made him look so young. Okay, guys, this is my first time seeing Home Free's Oh Holy Night, despite it being out for 6 years at this point. Really gorgeous. This is like, it feels like old school classic Home Free now. 6 years later. I got introduced to them probably, I didn't really know them until about 2018, I want to say. So a couple years after this came out, that's when I first started listening to them a lot. Listening to more a cappella because I was in a group in my undergrad. That was towards the end of my time there, actually. Beautiful arrangement, though. Loved hearing Tim start off the solo. Love hearing the contrast and the different strengths between Tim and Austin's voice. I think those are two great choices to take the solos on this piece. Always a strong background, always a great blend with Home Free. Really beautiful, and I enjoyed listening quite a bit. Guys, Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please leave a comment for the algorithm. And if you found yourself enjoying O Holy Night even more now because of my commentary, or if you just had fun watching and hanging out with me, please do consider joining my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. That is where I make a solid chunk of my income these days as a young artist and a creator and a young opera singer. The money in opera, if all goes well, comes later. It is tough to get paid a lot of money as a young singer. So we're about to hit that next step, going from what's called a young artist to a full-on internationally traveling professional, if all goes well over the next year or two. But for now, your boy needs funds. So definitely consider joining my Patreon. There are tons of amazing tiers. I literally just had a one-on-one 40-minute happy hour with one of my patrons in the upper tiers because the other people from the tiers just couldn't make it or couldn't come. So it ended up being me just having a totally personal one-on-one 40-minute happy hour. So go check out the Patreon. There's 6 tiers, lots of different benefits. Guys, anyway, thanks for the support you already give me by watching these videos. If you're still here, you're the best. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.